Ooh. Okay. Let's get moving. Yo, what's up, Inky Knoll? Hello. Hello, hello. Being some fresh. Can I queue for AB?
What is it?
I haven't got all day.
Salt.
Trust no.
Yo, I think you can, right?
McGraw.
Conquering a rocky basin.
Go forth to victory.
I think I can. Oh. Yeah, you can queue. It doesn't mean there's gonna be anybody. What's up, Jeffrey? Probably don't need those quests. At least not the remarks. I wanted to... Oh man, all this stuff is just in. Yeah, it says it might be unavailable. I wanted to try to get enough HK and honor this week to start ranking a little bit. But I think that maybe Warsong Gulch in this level bracket. So if next time I'm in a major city, I'll go queue up some Warsong Gulch, I think. I think that is the play. I think that'd be good. Oh, I guess I should do some Twitter. Classic Era. Whoa! I'm not worried about these dudes. Come on! How's everyone doing tonight? Doing a little chill late night stream. Yo, thank you, Captain Scarrows, for the follow. Thank you, thank you. We'll chill late nighter. I mean, it's probably later for most of you folks. It's actually not that late here. Only 8:27, but it feels late. Oh my gosh. Is this my life? I don't want to kill you. Don't want to kill you. I want to love you. Get out of here. Did he? Was his final move to net? Yeah. What a real little bitch. Oh my gosh. No thanks. No thanks. Mr. Chadley. No thank you. People have been sending me a bunch of gear, which makes me way more inspired to level and play this. I am already inspired to level and play it, though. Oh. But it just gives me even more inspiration. Even more inspiration to come and hang out on the fresh. Oh. I probably should have vendored before coming back out here. I think spider silk is probably worth hanging on to. Maybe not so much the spider meats. Raptor flesh would be important if I was doing cooking. Oh my gosh, they're just spooters. Gah. I was really hoping I'd get some like iron or something running around here. There's no veins? It's just none? Oh god. Oh! Oh, it's a big spider. Level 36. Ugh. Big spiders. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, these mobs are all kind of higher level than me, but there was an iron over here. I must brave the wilderness for my precious iron. You know, gotta make more iron grenades. Gotta make more. I'm already down to 14. Already down to 14. I'm almost 34, which I think means that I could do like SM library, SM graveyard, and library, maybe? I don't know. I gotta look up level ranges and stuff again. It's been a while. I don't have these things memorized anymore. It's crazy how much stuff has just left my brain. How much vanilla WoW stuff leaves your brain if you just don't touch the game for like over a year. I would have such a confident answer about the level ranges of all the dungeons. Like prior to this, but okay. Yeah. Oh, I also switched my keybinds up, which is causing problems. Just some problems. Yo, what's up, Only? This actual fresh or just another group thing? It's a community. It's not like real fresh. No, it's fake fresh. It's a community real fresh event. So we found a dead, the people who started it found a dead Classic Era server. Literally 0 people actively playing on it. And they said, why don't we just play here? Do some fresh. Well, yeah, everyone wants to buy real fresh. But that's another reason to do this, right? If enough people do this, and we can point to it and say, hey, Blizzard, look, there's like thousands of people who are playing on not real fresh. Maybe you should give us real fresh. I think that's at least my main thought process behind playing here. Is I don't know how long it'll last. I don't know how much fun it will necessarily be at max level and stuff, but if it helps us get closer to real fresh, then yeah, I'll hang out. I'll play. I'm not doing anything else right now. It's not like I'm playing Kata. Or like, you know. I do play retail on occasion, but not really doing that right now. Yeah, I'll be playing War Within for sure. I am excited for that. I think that looks pretty good. And I don't think I've ever really played a retail expansion at launch. Unless you count like original TBC, but even then not really, because I was just a kid. So yeah, I think it'll be a real good time. Man, those stealth guys are real bitches. Oh my gosh, okay. My keybinds. New keybinds. Learning. We're learning. But yeah, I want to get some honor farming going. There's like no way this AB ever pops, right? No way that ever happens. That's good. But next time I'm in a major city, I'll probably start queuing for war songs. That should be fun. Or do some world PvP if I find the opportunity. I need to start getting some HKs, you know? This guy is arranged. I also don't remember the... Nice little ding. I don't remember the rank caps by level. Like you can only get up to certain ranks at certain levels. I don't know what that is in like the 30s. I'm guessing it's not very high. So when I say I need to get to farming honor, it's like, well, it, you know, I need to start, but it's not like I can get to, you know, rank 7 or higher right now, I don't think. Yeah, rank 5 sounds about right for level 30. Yo, what's up, Chadley? Yeah. So. Yeah, we'll see. 34. Man, the drop rate on these is not great. It's fine. My other thought was... Ooh, I mean, that's just like better meat. If I start doing enough PvP, then maybe I just swap to survival full time. Because I don't think survival's really that bad of a leveling spec. I think it depends on how much world PvP there ends up being once I get into more contested zones, right? Like, I'm going to be going to Stranglethorn soon. And if Stranglethorn is just an absolute madhouse shit show of world PvP with all the stay safe people, then... Yeah. I mean, some of you guys are higher level than me. Well, you say it's not... I mean... I think it's only going to get more so, right? Now that there's, like, payos on the server as of, what, today? Stay Safe started? Or yesterday? Yeah, well, I'm probably going to be coming and going from STV for, like, the next week or so. So, that's kind of my thought process. It's like... It doesn't have to be good now, but if it's good anytime over the course of the next week, then maybe it will be pretty sweet. Just go faster? Yeah. Yeah. A lot of that is just time, right? Time. I don't have a lot of time. I wish I did. I think that I need to... I am accepting the fact, slowly, little by little, that I have become just a casual dad gamer. I do have a lot of items waiting for me, thank you only. Any gear I'm trying to get at the moment? Not specifically trying to, like, find or anything. No. I think, like... I have a lot of gear in my mailbox from people higher level than me, like Only and Jeffrey and Ompy have all sent me stuff. So it's more so just I need levels, and as I get more levels, I will get to equip some dope gear. That's right, I said dope. So yeah, we'll get there. Soothing triggers. Which, like, all the agi gear and stuff would actually help if I was... I think it would be more beneficial if I was survival than being Beastmaster. So... something for me to keep in mind. I know that there's dumb shit here. Small spot. I already... Wait. Oh, that's... RFK quest. Oh, Soothing the Turtle. Oh. Ah. Ah. Yeah. Should be good. Yo, Tanya! Hello. Hello. It's fun to see people I know who are up late. Because this is not a typical time for me. Though it is becoming more and more typical. More and more. What are you thinking, Syndicate Path Stucker? I'm just waiting for boosts to start. That's really what I need. I need, I've got 16 gold. I could pay for some boosts. Roast Tyrannosaur. That's disgusting. I'm kidding. I would never do that. In my, like, entire time playing Classic, I think I only ever got boosts when I had friends who were mages that did boosting who were like, hey, I have space, just come put your character in here. And I was like, I'm fine, I don't need it. And they were like, no, just come, it'll be better. It's gonna be more enjoyable for everyone if you just stop grinding random mobs in the middle of the 40s and come get a Mara boost instead. Thank you, Leknot. We need 3 more. Look at those crits, baby! See, I need to get into PvP just to light up some nerds, you know? You love nerds? Like the candy? You seem like a big candy guy. I don't know, something about you only. Seems like you're just real big on... And not like conventional candy, not like Snickers bars, but like... gummy worms. Not really a dessert person. Lucky you, man. Lucky you. I wish I didn't have the sweet tooth that I did. It only gets me into trouble. Ah, see, I knew it. Gummy candies. The sweet tooth only ever gets me into trouble. Oh, black licorice is a weird one. Okay, sir. That's not what I was talking about. That's not what I was talking about. Oh, Mage Weave. Want that. Yeah. I love sweets. Sweets are the thing that makes... Sweets are like one of the reasons why I work out. Only black licorice. Oh, see, that's a good name. I like that. Very creative, Jeffrey.
Holy shnikes.
Azeron TV, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Jurassic Park. We're out here in the park amongst the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs! Thinking machines. No, that's not. I need one more. One more of these silly badges. I am laden with quest items. I'm overburdened. Oh my gosh, travel to the Wither Park Village now? My goodness, okay. Yeah, that man, if the rare's up over there, that could be sick. I think there's a PP Bis cloak off that rare. Anyone remember PP Bis? Is that still a command? Yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, dude. I've still got it. You know, these are scary big spiders. I don't like this. We're just gonna smooth. I think I have to run back to town and Bender and like mail stuff. Lots of running right now. Good thing I got Cheetah. Imagine being a class that doesn't have speed built into their spell book. Mutton chops. Just another chill night in the Highlands. In the War Within, one of the main factions that you like build a reputation with are the, what is it, the like Arathi people. And I didn't really catch, I caught some of the lore. I was doing some leveling on the beta. I caught some of the lore, and it sounds like they somehow got teleported down into the middle of the planet, whatever, and then they just stuck around fighting Nerubians. I don't know when that happened, how long they've really been down there, any of that. That seems like very typical Blizzard fashion of just being like, well, we need a faction down here. We'd like it to be people of the light. Because we're down underground, right? We're down underground and we want there to be people of the light who are trying to spread the light against, you know, the darkness that is inevitable when you are deep underground. Let's just throw some of these human factions in there. Why not? I don't know. We'll learn more about the lore moving forward, I'm sure, but... Okay, we gotta mail a bunch of stuff. And vendor what we can. And then go from there. Oh my god, only. Just sending me more things. More and more things. I don't need... What is this? I mean, I guess if I ever wanted to level cooking... They're there. Oh, so that...
What can I help you with?
Oh, I was gonna mail that to Bugatti to disenchant. Those are like just all quest items. Quest items, quest items, quest items.
For the horde!
I know. I mean, I saw some of it, but you just keep sending me more and more things. Bugatti. I guess I might as well turn in this quest while I'm here. I don't think there's a follow-up.
Later.
I want to say this follow-up does not necessarily send me down here. I think it just, this is just the raptor buff, right? The consumable.
Blood and thunder go with honor. doing, man? Hello, man. See ya later.
Raptor hearts. Yeah, not quite. Kind of, but not quite. I might actually. It's pretty high level. Probably not going to be able to do much with it. Okay. Killing some witherbark. Looking for a rare spawn. Yeah, we still haven't even gone to Stranglethorn Valley yet, which is crazy. You would think. But, you know, Tommy Tactics, they know what they're doing. I don't think I've leveled a character 1 to 60 on a Classic Era server since Rested XP has been a thing. Does that sound right? Probably. Not on Horde anyway. Maybe I had an Alliance Hunter that I was doing hardcore on leading up to Season of Mastery coming out. Like literally the minute, it was like 90 seconds before Season of Mastery released, I finished a level 60 hardcore character. And then logged out, went over, and got in the queue for Season of Mastery. And then leveled for like 30 more hours or something. This is good prep. Got me in the right mindset. I don't think that run ever got validated either. I don't think I ever submitted any of the stuff for that run. So that was back pre add-on tracking and website verification. I think I have all the VODs saved and everything though, so it's like, yeah, I mean, if I ever wanted to. Or if anyone was even doing verifications anymore, I doubt they are. The old school process of someone actually has to sit down and watch your entire run. Make sure you didn't cheat. Jeez, it's been a while. Done for whatever wings of SM level 34. Ooh. What level is that person who wants to do library? 37. Yeah, I feel like you around 37, 38 is probably good to do library, armory, and cathedral in like one fell swoop. Were you farming SM just for XP only? Or were you just farming runs? Or were you... So I think I've seen you looking for groups for it multiple times. But I don't know if that was because you just wanted to get it done once and you needed people to do it, or if you were like, no, we're just gonna grind the shit out of SM. Yeah. Is Jeffrey live right now? Chadley? Oh, there he is. Yeah. Yes, he is. He was on earlier today. I think he was... Yeah, that was this morning where I tuned into a stream. And it was like 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m. my time, and he'd already been live for 8 hours. Man, Jeff is going hard. Sometimes I am envious of just like having the freedom to do stuff like that. Just like, yo, I'm just gonna play WoW every day, non-stop for however long I feel like it. But then I think about life and fulfillment outside of WoW. And don't get me wrong, I would still totally do that. Like if my wife and the baby were out of town, I think I would absolutely just be like, oh, I guess I'm gonna play Classic WoW Deviate Delight all day, every day. It's more that I have like a better appreciation for time, right? I have a better appreciation for, okay, I have free time. Let's like get the most out of this. And yet here I am playing
Holy
Classic Era Vanilla WoW. Yeah. Yo, chill chale. Or chill chale. Graduated high school day? Yo, nice. I think, yeah, you mentioned that. Don't you have 2 kids, right? One's already in college. That's crazy. Because I've seen a lot of people around our neighborhood or houses have like graduate decorations. The boy will be next year. Oh. Yeah, and I think to myself, like, man, it's crazy how that will probably happen before I know it, right? Like, my daughter graduating high school and going, you know, moving on to whatever the next thing is in life. It's probably going to happen before I know it. Ooh, nice, Chadley. And I'll be like, man, I just remember playing Vanilla WoW. Oh, hell yeah. Another dad in the chapter. Oh, God. Got him. There's been a lot of people who've tuned into the stream recently who have fairly young kids. But that's about right, if you think about it. Because I think most people are having kids right or like in their later 20s, early 30s nowadays. I think that's a lot more common. And if you think about the average age of World of Warcraft players, especially World of Warcraft players who were like, who started playing back in, first kids at 37. I mean, that's not even that old, really. Like, I'm 32. You have a 2 and a 5-year-old? Yeah. I mean, all of us probably, I mean, if you played like Vanilla WoW, right? If you're 37 and you played Vanilla WoW, then you were, because I was like 12. So you were like 17 playing original Vanilla WoW. There's like a lot of us in this like age range that are like probably starting to have kids who were playing Vanilla WoW when we were like high school age or younger. It ruined community college. I stopped playing before college, luckily. I think it would have, well, actually that's not quite true, because what happened was during my sophomore year in college, I found private servers, and my roommates and like dorm mates and stuff thought it was such a waste of time. They were like, what are you doing playing World of Warcraft when we could be hanging out? And then they would like, they'd be like, yo, just come hang out with us, man, come hang out with us. And I'd go over to their room and they would just be like watching the original Pokemon anime. Just like hanging out, like 5 dudes in a dorm room, just like watching Pokemon. And I'm like, this is why I need to not be playing World of Warcraft. Okay, I see. And I'm like, this is, wait, are we doing anything? And they're like, yeah, we're watching Pokemon. Okay. People are weird. People are weird, especially when it comes to like WoW and video games. About like they see it as like you are like actively wasting time. Like your time would be better off like sitting around doing nothing. Because that's at least neutral, right? Like you're not doing anything. Playing video games will like actively hurt you. Very weird mindset. It's like, no, I'm having to like problem solve. I'm interacting with other people. I'm using my fine motor skills. There's all kinds of good. I watch sports ball, yeah. We need headhunters. Yes. I also want to go look for that rare. Oh no! I didn't want to body pull that. Witch doctor. Oh, we did pull the body. We did pull the witch doctor. Need 1 DPS for Strat Live. Oh man. Oh man. I'm missing out. I do already have FOMO for like the level 60 dungeon grind. Like getting to watch Jeffrey do level 60 content and farm Priebus and stuff. I'm like, man. That's one of my, that's gotta be the best part of vanilla now, is that initial level 60 content. Enchant gloves skinning. Farming out your Priebus, getting your professions going, starting an honor grind, getting attunements done. Like farming gold, but like in like probably inefficient and rudimentary ways. Like that whole process is just, I think that's peak vanilla vibes. Previous grind is great, and then you raid a few times and stop playing. Yeah, I mean I'm pretty good about sticking around through the raiding. Cause I do enjoy that. I enjoy the raiding. Let's look for this rare spawn. I think he's over here. Typically. The camaraderie, adventure. And like the race to MC is, I think, the best. It's like the best classic WoW race I think that there is, because of how long it takes and because of the combined total effort that it takes. Every other race after that is just, it's just missing something. It's missing that element. And like TBC kind of had that with for starting tomorrow. Nice. How do you think the server will fare once Phase 4 SOD kicks off? Oh, I think there's gonna be a lot of people who take a break here to go play SOD P4, because I could see there being pretty good overlap between the two. And the fact that SOD is pretty dead right now makes it way easier for people to come over and do this.
Holy
Saban.
shnikes.
Thank you for the follow. So this will probably slow down. That'll give me a chance to maybe catch up. Because I am not playing Season of Discovery at all. I want to. Like in my like brain, I guess I want to, but in my heart, I'm just not into it. Every time I go over there to level, I'm just like, eh. This isn't, it's just not what I was feeling, I think, when I thought of like a Classic Plus. I think I remember watching BlizzCon when they did all the test stuff and seeing like the rune words and stuff, and I was just like, this is already not really what I was looking for. Never get the Classic Plus you want because those devs aren't involved with Season of Discovery. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I think that there's a chance that they make this like phase 4 of Season of Discovery really, really fun. And I've been optimistic about it on stream. I've talked to people who play Season of Discovery, and I think that what they have to do to make it truly a remarkable phase and to hopefully like bring a lot of people back is have MC and Onyxia be pretty difficult. So difficult that it does force people to actually do like a pre-bis farm and actually have to like go out and do things in the open, like do the content at level 60. Because I think the problem right now is that I could see people getting level 60 and not needing to do any of that stuff because the power creep is not appropriately considered. So you'll just have people that are in like full bis Sunken Temple gear that are like, oh yeah, we can just walk, we can breeze through MC and Oni in this gear, so there's no point really in doing the level 60 dungeons and stuff. And I'm pretty sure their goal is to like avoid that from happening, but I think that MC and Onyxia need to be difficult. At least difficult enough for players to say, okay, we actually have to go do... We need some pre-bis. Yeah, I agree. I agree that if it's too easy, it'll just kill it. I would argue, and I caught some of Josh Corbett's last
What are you looking for?
episode for Countdown. He was talking to people about Season of Discovery Phase 4 or Phase 3 rather, and getting like, sort of like a ranking of like how everyone thought Phase 3 was. And just based on how long it's been out and everything, if they had left Sunken Temple as it was when it came out, like as difficult as it was, I think that would have actually done Phase 3 a lot of good. Because it would have meant that it took the average player longer to full clear the content, and then the content would have been hard enough that it might have like kept people somewhat interested. Bugatti. Who knows if he has that? I don't know.
Mogra, what can I do for you?
Kind of want to level on Deviate, but I'm like you, where I feel like I'm behind and can't play all that often anyways. Yeah, it's... Leveling 1 to 60 in vanilla takes a long time. Even if you're really efficient, it's just hours at the end of the day. There's nothing that you can do other than just put in a bunch of hours. Even if you're like, you only level when you have rested XP and all this stuff, like it's still days and days of playtime. So yeah, that can be hard. I don't know. That's why I just try to hop on here whenever I have some free time, because I know that. Like, my slash played is... It's not great. It's one day 17 hours. Which really isn't that great or efficient, but that's because I've done a lot of profession stuff. That's true. There is no rush. This doesn't feel like a fresh in that sense at all, which is kind of a nice change of pace. So many people I know who would ordinarily be trying to get to 60 in like week 1 of a fresh server are taking their time and they're just enjoying it. They're still playing efficiently, but they're trying to do dungeons. They're trying to do like a bunch of dungeons. They're working on professions as they go. They're RPing when given the opportunity to, right? Like there's definitely way less urgency in the average player here. Yeah. Yeah, and you have the payo effect from today. Stay safe who joined in. What was that, like earlier or like late last week sometime?
Hello.
There are a lot of new players right now. So it's probably like a really good time to start because you'll be able to find dungeon groups and stuff. You'll be able to find people to play with. It's pretty neat. I mean, I'm in the second guild. There's 49 people online right now, but it's kind of late. What if I do slash who like 1 to 10? There's 46 people online right now that are between levels 1 and 10. And then you do like 11 to 15. There's 40 people. 16 to 20. 31. 21 to 25. 47 that are 21 to 25. 26 to 30. There's 32. 31 to 35. 30. There's only 14 that are 36 to 40. 13. 13. 11. 56 to 59. 10 and then 60. 26. The level 50 plus guild, we have 25 online. Yeah. This is 26 level 60s on right now. Well, I guess you're talking time lapse, right? Because there's season of fresh and time lost. Not many people in the higher levels. This is also sort of a weird time of day to be doing like a census. Yeah.
I am forsaken.
Stamp settlement. Boost.
Watch your back.
Do that for the money.
I haven't got all day.
Nice, Chadley. Dude, I don't have any. I don't have the gold for mount, but I guess it's still early, right? It's still early for me. I think around that 1 to 10, no pet though. Yeah, that's quick though. That's quick. You can do 1 to 10 in an hour and a half at a pretty leisurely pace. Alterac Mountains make me rich. I mean, I'll also... Yeah. I think if worst comes to worst, when I hit level 40, I'll have tons of iron grenades to sell, which we talked about that a little bit on the stream, about how, like, they're like a weirdly good farm.
Speak quickly. And you are...
20 Hearts of Zeal. Okay. I guess I'll pick that up for now.
What is it?
I need to turn in this other quest too. We got dungeon quests. And then I'll hearth to free one post. Actually, ooh, well, no, that's perfect. That's where I turn this in. I can queue for Warsong Gulch, which is I'm mining engineering. Birth. I think I'll keep it too. I thought like, oh man, I'll get to max level and I'll start doing tribute runs. But if the world PvP is good, then I think I want to keep a gathering profession. I'll either do engineering, mining, or engineering herbalism. Yo, what's up, Bobby Kodak? Look, there he is, guys. The Bobby Kodak in the chat.
I'm always on the winning side.
What would you ask of death?
I'm always on the winning side because winning is always on
Loktar!
my side. Oh, that's also not a thing. Okay.
Go
So
forth to victory.
Uh-oh. I might have to go hunting Alliance if I want HKs. Wouldn't that be too bad? Paladin and Ultralight Mountains. I've seen them. I think I just need to take a kill on sight approach.
How? Looking for something special?
I just need to do it.
Blood and thunder.
Because I need it. I need the HKs. I need the
For
the honor.
How may I aid you?
Before it was like, all right, I don't need to start shit with people
Go in.
if I'm just questing and leveling, but I think we're beyond that now. Are we doing Shimmering Flats? Yeah, we are. I need... Yo, what's up, Jalen? How you doing? I'm gonna... Okay. I need to start using these scrolls. So that'll help. That'll help with my bag space problems. Oh man, will I make this lift? Ah! I should. Yeah, you're welcome, Jalen. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. We're doing the flats, it looks like. You know, this is actually a pretty good place to find ally. Shimmering Flats. Usually that's a place where world PvP kicks off a little bit. Oh yeah, Bobby? Oh yeah, Mr. Kodak? It's times like these that make you say... 2 gold left, nice. Dr. Kodak, oh shit, sorry. I actually looked it up. Do you know... Were you here when I looked up his education history only? Do you remember? Do you know? Do you remember? No? Guess what his education is? Bobby Kodak. I'll give you a hint. He's not a doctor. Not a doctor. high school graduated GED or something. Yeah, I mean that's the highest level of education he's completed. Yes, he's a college dropout. Nah, he dropped out of Michigan State. And then somehow ended up CEO of Activision. Yeah. Imagine being a boomer. And it's just like, you know, life's really really too easy for you guys, you millennials. Thank you, Birth. You guys have it too easy. It's like, okay. I have a 4-year degree. You know what the chances are of me ever becoming CEO of a company the size of Activision Blizzard? 0. Nada. Nilch. Nice little copper vein over here. Oh, with that attitude? True. I can start my own company. I'll be the CEO of Orchestra of Roars. It's my company name. We're gonna make video games. Duran Division.
Strength and honor. Strength.
You'll invest. Activation Snowstorm. I like that too. That's cool. You're not a CEO either? Man, what are we all doing? What are we all doing here? The in-laws have high school education, worked for the state. They own $1.5 million house. Yeah. Young people have it easy. Thank you, Bobby. Well, there's something to be said about, like, I don't know. There's plenty of career paths, even today, right, that are, like, outside of the traditional, you know, university 4-year degree career paths that can actually be way more successful than the, like, typical white-collar jobs. Like, I still, to this day, am like, man, I should just go be an electrician or a plumber. Yeah, trades are absolutely the move.
Pleased to meet you.
Should just go be an electrician or a plumber.
Be seeing you. Interest you on a pint? What's on your mind?
Greetings.
Tugboat drivers make like 400K a year.
Can I help you?
My uncle's
You got my attention.
a tugboat driver on the Columbia River. Ooh, HVAC. Nice. Origin. Smart.
Talk to me. Here there. Good.
Should have been a
How
pilot.
are you?
I like that.
Off with you.
Should have been a pilot.
Good day to you.
Talk to me.
Crane operators? Yeah. That sounds stressful as shit, though. Being a crane operator.
Time is money, friend.
Bump on a road. Yeah. On average, college-educated people make significantly more, though. Oh, on average, true. For sure. But that's because, like,
Greetings, traveler.
I don't know, so many people without college educations don't pursue those career paths. Or they maybe they don't have the opportunity to pursue those career paths. Yo, we're getting buffed up, let's go! Yeah. I don't know. I still am bitter about the fact that when I was in high school, it was basically pushed upon me that, well, you have to go to college. Not so much by my parents, but by, like, everything around me in society. Like guidance counselors, teachers, community, friends, I guess family to a certain degree. Everything was like, well, you have to go. You have to go to college. It's like, but I don't know what I want to study. How would I pronounce the name? I think EJ. I don't know how else you would pronounce that. EJ or Aja? EJ? EJ? Yeah, exactly, Birth. Your general ed's out of the way. We'll figure out what to major in or in. I did that, Jalen. I did that. I still didn't know. Actually, it was like around the start of my junior year. I was like, I don't want to be... I don't think I want anything from this. Right? I think what I realized was like, I would rather work in... and do something that's not my degree. For a while, I wanted to work on like movies and movie sets. I actually applied to a university, to Chapman University, in their film program, and got waitlisted, and then didn't get in. So then I ended up just going to good old Gonzaga. Yeah. Activision was pushed on me. Get out of here, Bobby. Get a job at UPS. Yeah. Man, sometimes I think like like another thing is like working for the Postal Service in the long term can be really good. But yeah. My degree is in business administration with a concentration in finance, which has been handy for personal stuff, like personal investments and like retirement planning and things like that. I have a pretty good, you know, obviously you go through 4 years degree focusing on that kind of stuff and you like come away with a, you know, comfortable knowledge of it. But I think it was like during my senior year looking at, okay, what kind of jobs am I doing with that degree? And it's like, oh, I don't like any of this. So, I do already have my Roth Max for the year, actually. Yeah, Bobby, we know that your friends made a lot of profit during COVID. You bet your ass my Roth is maxed out this year. Yeah, it went up. Software engineering, great for me. Man, I should have done computer science. I don't know why I didn't do computer science, because I spent, I don't know. That would also have made way more sense now. In hindsight, right? I'm like, oh, how much time did I spend on computers doing, not just gaming, but just like being on the internet, being, you know, being interested in how like websites work and function, and then eventually like apps and other things. And it's like, oh yeah, I should have just done like a computer science degree. Yeah. But there's like Carville and Cheesy Goodness are two people who are in this community and been around here a lot. Both of them did like I think it was like 6 month programs and got like certifications to do coding and stuff, and both of them like immediately got jobs and are incredibly happy with it. So there's stuff like that. It's out there. It's available. Not to say that like my job right now is bad. I guess I might be framing this in a weird way. My job right now is super laid back and has incredibly good work-life balance. I do all the administrative stuff for a department at a university, like purchasing, budget, student onboarding, travel, all that stuff. And it's, my boss is very much like, hey, if you've got work to do, get it done. If you don't have work to do, then like go home or work from home, whatever. And it's, yeah, pretty great. So, can't complain about my current working situation. It's pretty nice. And I guess this job did technically require a 4-year degree, so there you go. It was worth it. Good friend has a similar role in university for about 10 years now. He's looking to move on though. Yeah, the whole thing with it, in my mind, is that, and I'm pretty open about this with my coworkers and with my boss, because I think they had a lot of turnover with this position before I started, and I think it's because it's not like, there isn't really upward mobility, right? It's not like a glamorous job. It's not leading to something else. And I've told them all, like, this job for me is a job that gives me an okay paycheck. It gives me and my wife health insurance, and there's like retirement benefits and pension and all kinds of stuff, and it's got incredible work-life balance. That's what I want it for me. I'm not a career-oriented person. I'm a want to have freedom to do the things that I enjoy type of person, and this job gives me that. So that's why you might see me playing WoW randomly during the middle of the day, because it's like, yeah, I finished all my work, and I don't want to sit. Like, I don't want a job where it's like, oh, you're done, you finished all your work, well, you better sit around in the office and wait until more work comes up. Like, nah. All signs are pointing you towards the milk industry. Yo, thanks, Bobby. Yeah. Yeah. And, I mean, another part of it is, like, so we just had our first kid. My wife has already started going back. My wife is she's a mental health therapist. So she runs her own practice. And so she started seeing clients again last week. And when she goes and sees clients, like, I have the flexibility to take care of our kid. That, like, the entire time frame that she's gone, because I can, like, flex my schedule and get tasks done for work on my own time and things like that. So then we save a shit ton of money on childcare. We have she's gonna be 12 weeks this week. Very little. So 3 months. We're hitting the 3-month mark this week. But yeah, if I had a full-time, if I had like a real job, because I feel like this doesn't feel like a real job a lot of times because of how flexible it is. But if I had a job that required me to, like, be at work, you know, 8 or 9 hours a day, 5 days a week, then we would have to pay for childcare, and that's like thousands of dollars a month. Yeah, we're a bit in the trenches, I guess. She's very nice, though. Like, she sleeps really well at night. 6 months, Dama? Nice. Thanks, Jalen. Thank you. Nice. Man, if she's as different at the 6-month mark from 3 months as she is at 3 months from, like, just being born, then, man, crazy. First few months are like that, no one tells you. Yeah, I mean, we feel super fortunate, because all we heard was horror stories about, you know, you're gonna get 0 sleep, you're gonna be up all night, and then you're gonna be tired all day, every day, and all this stuff. And, like, we just, like, got into a routine with her really early on where she will, I mean, she'll wake up maybe a couple times throughout the night, but it's usually just like, oh, she's just hungry, or she just needs a diaper change, and we're up for 5-10 minutes, and she goes back to sleep. And that might happen, like, once or twice a night, and otherwise she sleeps for like 8 to 10 hours. Boy sleeps 10 to 11 hours every night since he was 5 to 6 months. Yeah. Oh, teething, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're entering the period of time where there's supposed to be sleep regression. But like I hear that and my first thought is nah, which I know is stupid, but then I think like would she be regressing to? Because again, she's been like this since like the first week. Unless the regression is like to a point that's worse than any point they ever were. Which it could be, I don't know. She'll sleep all day and then be up all night. Yeah, maybe. I blame you for my problems, Bobby, so your children are not alone in that. Like, look at me. Look at me. This is you. You did this. I wouldn't be playing this game right now, if not for you, Bobby. 1.5, she sleeps through the night 90% of the time. So okay, so Delta Breeze, question for you. At what point, or has she even gotten to a point where she is able to like kind of just hang out on her own? Because as of right now, it's like one of us pretty much has to be like engaging with her and holding her any waking moment. And I'm curious when that like when that loosens up a bit, because I feel bad. Because a lot of the times it's my wife doing that. And we get spurts. Worth saying about a year. Like we'll get spurts where like she'll be on playmat and she's okay for like, you know, maybe 20-30 minutes. But then she's just like, hey, what's going on here? Making that shift now. There's a lot of monitoring her independent play. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's, I mean, my fear was that it wouldn't be until like the 2-year mark or something, right? Or even later. So to hear that you're working it, no, we have cats birth. So to hear like somewhere between a year and like year and a half ish. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, even our cat that's like the most friendliest cat ever. Like anyone who comes over to the house, he's like, he goes up to him and wants to get their attention and stuff. He is not a big fan of the baby. He's like, pass. So, I don't know. Yeah, we gotta baby-proof some stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is good info. Thank you, Bobby. Baby takes time and attention. He's just unsure. Yeah. Yeah, we're hoping that the cats loosen up a bit. There's a great photo that I think I posted in my Discord of me, like, we have a more skittish cat, and early on, we had the baby home, and I, like, was holding her, and I crouched down because the cat was in the kitchen, and I, like, was showing realistically, I was showing the cat, the baby, and the cat was just like, and just like, no, not into it, ran away. And I was like, okay, well, later then. She's still not a fan. Gives the baby a wide berth. And then there's Benny, who's like hardly ever around. Benny, the somewhat, not a, well, Benny's a funny story. Skunk loves our son. She'd like to cuddle, but the baby just wants to grab its fur and not let go. Yeah. Benny is our third cat, who became our third cat because he wouldn't stay out of our house. And our other cats wouldn't do anything about it. Which is not like our other cats. Our other cats don't really get along with the other cats in the neighborhood that are indoor-outdoor. So when Benny came into our house the first time, I was pretty scared because I was like, oh, they're gonna just like go at it. Like it's gonna be a literal cat fight, which is the most like heinous sound you've ever heard. The first time I found him in our house, I threw him outside and I sprayed him with the hose. And then the second time I found him in the house, I think I found him the same time as one of our cats found him. And our cat was just like, oh, yeah, whatever. So I was like, that's weird. And then my wife started feeding him. She was like putting food outside for him, but then he would still come inside, right? He'd eat the food and then come inside looking for more food. And so then we started feeding him. And then he would just eat the food that we put out for our cats and stuff. So then it was all this back and forth with him. And then finally my wife looked. She posted a picture of him on the like Facebook group for our neighborhood. Oh man, I can't imagine skunks fighting either. And we had a woman reach out to her and was like, that's Benny. That's our cat. We haven't seen him in like 2 months. And so we were like, well, where do you like, here's where we live, right? Because it's this awkward thing. Benny, yeah. We're like, this is where we live. How far is this from where you live? And they were like, oh, we're like we're not directly sharing backyards. They're like one house down from the house that we share. Like, we have a fence between our two backyards. And we're like, oh. So he's been missing for 2 months, and this is how far he's made it. Turns out he just like started living on the streets because he escaped from their house one day. They were trying to have him be a fully indoor cat, and I guess one day he got out and he just never went back. And we have like a cat door. They don't have like indoor outdoor cats. They only have indoor cats. They were adopting another indoor cat. And he just wasn't having it. So he escaped one day, and so we talked to them and we were like, well, we don't want to like steal your cat. Well, first of all, we're not trying to own this cat, which I said this thinking that we didn't want to try to own this cat. And my wife was like, well, why shouldn't we own this cat? I was like, because we already have 2 cats. We don't need more cats. But we talked to them and we were like, well, we're not trying to own this cat. So what are you comfortable with? We don't want there to be any weirdness here. So they came over to our house, chatted, and they said, well, we don't really know what to do because clearly he doesn't want to be an indoor cat, and he kind of hates us now. Because I think at that point, maybe they had seen him, but every time he saw them, he bolted. So they were like, yeah, I mean, there's no hard feelings. We can like give you all of his vet information, and if he ever does need like any vet stuff, like we'll help pay for it or whatever. Which we were like, well, no, if he's become our cat, then we will foot the bill on any medical visits that he needs and stuff. So, and yeah. we've since hung out with them a decent amount because they live like right around here, so we see them all the time. We chat with them. We've gone over there for game night and stuff, and they're always like, "How's Benny doing?" We're like, "Oh, he's good." We see him a lot less in the summer because he's just an outdoor man. What range weapon do I have? I have Glass Shooter, which is off of the rare spawn in Nomer. What does game night consist of? Not anything weird. It consists of board games. Kind of gearing. Yeah, I got super lucky with that one. Love games? No, Bobby. No, Bobby. Oh, what board games? I'm trying to think what we played. We were over there. This was a while ago. This was maybe like last summer or maybe even before then. I don't remember. There was one. There was like some trivia games. I don't know. It wasn't like conventional board games, right? They were one of those people who are like, I think, more interested in like exploring what the board game genre has to offer. So it's not like Settlers of Catan or what's the other one? Ticket to Ride, or you know, any of these super well-known and popular games. It was stuff that I don't think I had ever played before. What do I want to get rid of? Probably that. And the turtle meat. We have other friends who are also like insanely into board games, like my friend Scott. I'll tell you his last name later, and his zip code and everything. He at one point reviewed board games for one of the like mainstream board game websites. So they would send him like early access copies of games, and he would play through them with people, and then like write full length reviews of it and stuff. And so you go over to his house, and he has like a board game room. So, and it's just like bookshelves, floor to ceiling, along like 3 of the 4 walls, just full of board games. And he does a weekly game night, but I don't know. I got tired of going because I just played so many board games with him. There was a time in my life where I was going over there and playing board games at their house like 3 or 4 days a week. Just because that was what there was to do. And I think I just burnt myself out. We did a full Legacy, is that what it's called? Legacy board game with them called, what was it called? It was like pirates and stuff. I'd have to look it up. But essentially, Legacy board game was like, I think that's the right term for it. The game changes as you play it, and it's basically you play it through once. So you pick like the people you're playing with, and you play through the game one time. Pirates of Catan, no. And then as you play through, like, aspects of the game change. So it's kind of like playing a video game. Yeah, you build the board and the game rules. No, not Pirates of Penzance. Gosh. Legacy board game. Let's see. Seafall. This is what it was. There you go. Oh god, that was way longer than I wanted to be. Sorry. Pandemic? Yeah, Pandemic has a legacy mode too. You can play Pandemic normally, or you can play the legacy, or not the, yeah, legacy version, I guess. Put stickers on the board to change stuff permanently. Kind of, yeah. Seafall, it was a lot more than that, though. It was very in-depth. And there was a group of 4 of us that would get together and play that at least once a week. Until we completed the whole arc, which took like months. It was almost like a D&D campaign in a sense. Because we had our own like civilizations that were, and our own like characters, and then as you played, you like your characters developed and gained abilities, and you like became better at, you could like kind of spec into certain aspects of the game and get better at them, and we didn't really know what was good and what was bad until we got near the end of the game, which was fun but also shitty because the stuff that I ended up really focusing on ended up not being good at all for what the end game content was. So, but still fun, still a good time. And like I said, like you only like play through it once. But it was fun. It was good. I mean, yeah. I was gonna say, I've done some World of Warcraft Monopoly. I did not know there was one, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is one. I've tried doing D&D a few times, and I feel like it's just not for me. But then when I've said that to certain people, they're like, that just means you haven't played with the right people. So I don't know. That's probably accurate. I think what I want D&D to be more of an RPG. Where it's like, you know, solving puzzles, fighting, going on missions and quests with like no real downtime, right? And then sometimes you play with people who are like, no, like let's engage with the world a bit more. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. Sorry, hillbilly. I need the honor. Are you gonna... Sorry, I need it. I need it. How many HKs do I have this week now? 1. Nice. People make or break D&D since it's so free float. Yeah. I should get the STV trinket, the Arena Master one. Don't you have to, like, get, like, 10 arena items? You got 3 HKs? Is it only 5? I thought it was 10, but I could be wrong. I've never gotten it. 10. Yeah, I thought it was 10. That sounds daunting. There are people who go and farm it on freshes though, right? Like they basically death run a level 1 character out there. They just get the first 10 of the server. I think it's funny. Because there's no like level requirement on it, on like obtaining the pieces. Man. Have I completed any of the quests yet? Nope, none. I have not completed any of these quests yet. I kind of love that, though, about Shimmering Flats. Oh, God. That's the thing that I hate about Shimmering Flats. Bag space. I need to get someone to make me, like, mage weave bags, maybe? Grab gadget. Yeah, I have the gadgets and fly path. I've been down through here. Good call, though. Good call. That is one of those things that if you forget to do while you're over here is just heartbreaking. Do I have a guide on horde pet progression? No, but I will tell you that it's not... If I did make one, it would not be exciting.
Holy shnikes.
Yo, Roey, yo, wow. Thank you for the follow. Because, honestly, the best pet you can get early on is...
Shnikes.
Get a cat. Basically, as early as you can. And then just use a cat the entire way. Like, that's just... It's not even really close. Yo, Schuler, thank you also for the follow. People will make an argument that like owl or bat are close, and they're kind of close, I think. But the fact that you on horde you have to get a bat, you can't really get an owl. Like getting a bat is awkward, and then in order to get the first rank of Screech, you have to go over to Westfall. Like it's annoying. Wolf is good to level, so you can instantly start doing tribute runs. I mean, that's a weird way to think about it, because you could just tame a wolf. You can tame a high-level wolf. There are wolves in Burning Steps you could tame that have Furious Howl, I'm pretty sure. So you wouldn't need to level with one. You can also do it tribute with a cat, that's true, but it's not as efficient. Any cats that I recommend? The Rake is honestly insanely good. It's the rare spawn in Mulgore. Just because it's got, I think it's a 1.2 attack speed. And when you're leveling, well, even at like max level, I guess like all across the board, you want the fastest attack speed you can on a cat or on a pet in general. So the Rake is really, really good. Not good enough that I went over and got it, but is very, very good. Obviously Broken Tooth. Broken Tooth is 1.0 attack speed and is the highest DPS pet in the game in Vanilla WoW. At least in this version, in like classic Vanilla WoW. So, yeah, and you can like, I think I have Petopia, yeah. You can look up cats and look up cat speeds, and that will also tell you like when you can get different abilities, like all the different abilities that you learn from the beasts in the open world. So your bites, your claws, your dashes, prowl, whatever it may be. You can look them up on there, and it will tell you which beasts you can go tame to get those abilities, which is pretty handy. But yeah, I think that Horde, it's like you just go cat. I think Alliance, you could make an argument that going Owl 1 to 60 is like just as good. Oh, someone say tameable add-on. Yeah, that could work. I did a full run 1 to 60 with an owl pet just to test it out, because I've always been a cat shill, and it was fine. I don't know. I didn't notice it being really any worse or any better. Like Screech is a good threat generator. But then you have to deal with that Screech sound all the way up to 60, and no one wants that. Oh, so the tameable add-on lets you mouse over beasts, and it will tell you what abilities they have and what level the ability is. So that's handy for sure. I don't know. There's like outside of cats, and then like owls, and I would say cats are S tier. And I have like a whole video on this, on like ranking all of the pets in vanilla World of Warcraft for hunters, which was kind of a meme, but then it took off. I think because of Season of Discovery, all the people wanted to know like what the good pets were. What is it? Pets? Yeah, I think it's that video. But essentially, why are wolves the best pet dinosaur? Get out of here. Only wolves are good. So let's just I'll address the wolf comment. I hate wolves, but only because of one thing and one thing alone. Because Wowhead says that wolves are the best pet you can get in vanilla WoW. For raiding, for everything, and it's just wrong. It's just incorrect, and they won't change it, even though I've asked them to. Wolves are good because Furious Howl is an ability that allows you to generate pet threat on mobs without your pet having to like be near them, or even even deal damage to them or anything, right? Like Furious Howl is very good at that. That's why Furious Howl and wolf pets are the best for Dire Maul Tribute. It's because when you're trying to get through, when you're trying to get up to fight the king, right? When you're trying to run through a tribute run, being able to like have your pet generate threat and on mobs throughout that process can lead to you being able to do some very efficient things. Yeah. It's sort of like an AoE taunt. Yeah. So that's why wolves are so good. But outside of that single circumstance, there's like no reason to ever have her use a wolf. How much of a DPS boost is berserking for trolls over orcs? It's the only way that it's worth it, if you're looking at like a purely like raid DPS standpoint, it's only worth it to go troll over orc if you are getting the absolute most out of berserking every time you use it, which means intentionally dropping your health below the like 20% threshold every time you use it. And even then, I think there's an argument that it doesn't actually start beating orcs until like AQ 40. But then the counter to that is orcs. If orcs want to beat trolls, they have to keep their pets alive. They have to. If your pet dies and the troll just uses berserking when they're at 100% HP, then the troll gets an edge. But if both hunters are able to fully keep their pets alive, then the troll has to somehow be dropping below 20% health, like every time they use berserking, and that's a very tough thing to do. I tried to do it in vanilla WoW, and the problem is not dropping the health necessarily, because there's ways of doing that, especially if you're like if you're not like chain pulling trash into a boss. If you're doing more of a parse run, you just set up like a macro to unequip all your gear and re-equip it, and that will already drop you down to like 50% health, and then you can use like demonic rune and some other stuff to drop your health even further, and then pop berserking right at the start. The problem is healers don't have a lot to heal in vanilla WoW, and no matter how many times you remind them that you are doing this on purpose, someone is gonna see your health drop, and they are gonna immediately pop you back up. Yeah. So it was one of those things that I would try to do as often as I could, and I would try to remind the healers as often as I could, and still, like, more than half the time I would go to do it and a healer would top me out. Like, a healer would blast me with heals before I could even, like, get berserking off. And it's just like, okay. What are we doing? Do we have trouble filling dungeons on the server? I have not had much trouble. The only dungeon that I haven't done yet is BFD, and the only reason I wasn't able to do it was because I didn't have time to run the one that I found, because I just didn't have enough time that day. So, but I would say, like, outside of that, it's been really pretty easy for me to find a dungeon group for every single dungeon so far. Like, I don't know if bulletin board's really working. Bulletin board kind of works. Yeah, maybe not. Not enough people are posting and looking for group channel. That's where that pulls from. But, like, even in guild chat right now, there was, like, people looking for more for... I think I saw, like, a BFD earlier. I've seen Scarlet Monasteries. There's, like, people looking for Razorfin Crawls, like Wailing Caverns. It's all the time. Like trolls in their bow animations. Yeah, I think female troll has the best hunter aesthetics on Horde. I think female orc is second. But yeah, so if you're really trying to min-max with racials as a Horde hunter, it's just better to go orc, I think. And then you also are min-maxing your PvP racial, right? You get the stun resist, which can help you in PvE. So, how's everyone playing hunter? I don't know, but I've been doing it for like 16 years, so that's my excuse. Noticed a horde side, a horde of hunters horde side. I think I've earned the right to play hunter with all the stupid challenge runs that I've done. Though I do feel bad, because I know that hunter has a stigma. You don't have to sugarcoat it. I know what I'm doing. I'm playing a hunter. Three out of 4 streamers are playing hunter? What? No way. I'm thinking of, well, I mean, we might not be, I'm not watching every single person who streams Deviate Delight, but like, Aladar was playing mage and then leveling a warrior. Alex, yeah. That's an unfortunate. I don't necessarily, I'm not happy about that one. I don't like being lumped in there. Cargos, that's true, Cargos. In the bedroom. But then, like, I don't know who else outside of that. Because Ompi's not playing a hunter. Bobby Kodak is playing a hunter. That makes sense. That's why hunters have always been super overpowered. That's why hunters are, like, the best DPS class in Vanilla 1, right? Bobby Kodak plays one. It's just a popular... I think it's just always a really good, like, first class on a server. It's like hunters and mages, right? Hunters and mages level quickly, and then they farm pretty well in like no gear at max level. So they're always a good contender for, you know, what class should I level first on the server. Why is everyone Horde though? I think everyone is Horde because that's when they first started this project. They wanted to make sure that they had enough people to do stuff, so I think most people just went Horde so that they would all be playing together. There are a lot of Alliance. All the streamers went Horde. I mean, Alliance says stay safe. Yeah. I thought Graves for Days was thinking about going Alliance, but AO was, I mean, he was Horde when I saw him earlier today. Maybe he swapped. Who has the best gold farm at 60? I mean, it's probably mages. Probably mages. It depends on if Dire Maul's out. If Dire Maul's out, then hunters might actually be better. But you have to be good at Dire Maul. Tribute runs. But like, if Dire Maul is not out, which separate discussion, but I feel like Dire Maul should not come out until Blackwing Lair. We get a fresh, but separate discussion. If DM is out, then I think it's very close, and I think it depends on the player. At that point, I think it depends on the player. I think that mages who are really good at like farming ZF and stuff are gonna be more efficient than the average hunter doing tribute runs, but I think that hunters that are really good at hunters that are like consistently doing sub 10-minute tribute runs are going to probably be better than most mages. Our Warlock's a strong soloing class early on as well. I don't know what they would farm. My gut tells me that they would farm. I know that they can do like princess runs in Mara. Locks farm princess. Yeah. That's all I really know though. I don't know how good that is. Yeah. In the late 40s I'm seeing a lot more Alliance. That's good. DM East. Oh, can they actually solo all of DM East? Like, to the point where they can go and farm the Thorium Veins at the end? Oh, well then that's really good. Okay, I wasn't sure about that. If they can do that, then that probably puts them up there. Path Curse some bosses. Okay, yeah. That probably, I mean, that gives them a good one for sure then. I have not played a Warlock at max level since, like, man, what server was that? Elysium? And I don't think that was a thing at all back then. Or if it was, I didn't know about it. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if that's why there's so many people playing Hunter. Probably not. I think Hunter is just always a popular class. And then inevitably what happens is a bunch of them get to 60 and then realize there aren't enough raid spots. And they either re-roll or they quit. Or you just use it as a farming character, right? Like what I kind of just said. Gosh. All I want is one more venom. Sack. Where's PJ? PJ was saying that it's only Yetis that have shitty drop requests. So There's some kind of agreement with Horde not to attack Alliance too. I don't know. I feel like I got ganked when I was in Hillsbred the first time. But outside of that, every time I've seen an Alliance, they haven't attacked me at all. That's gonna change now because I'm gonna attack all of them. I'm bringing the pain. Yo, thanks, Delta. Oh, thank you. Chadley's gotten in a lot of fights. Chadley will message me and be like, yo, this person's a piece of shit. I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay. Cross-faction collusion. Yeah, Chadley's out here making... He's like Steve Buscemi in Billy Madison, right? Like, he's making lists of people who have wronged him, and he will have his vengeance. Checking it twice, yeah. Oh, but he already knows who's been naughty. That's what the list is for. All those naughty kids. He will watch you while you sleep. Yeah, him and Bobby Kotick. Slide down your chimney to deliver mayhem. Man, I don't know why, but that sounds way worse than it should. I don't want anyone sliding down my chimney. Not even my wife. Oh my gosh. Large venom sacs are good for... I need those for this and this. If everyone had chimneys, my life would be easier. Yeah, Bobby. I bet it would be. I bet you would like that, wouldn't you, Bobby? Oh, God. Oh, my scrolls ran out. That's how long we've been out here. Oh, they call for help. Bitches. Buy me fair. Also not dropping any of the things. Is any surprise that every serial killer has been a human? Alliance or scum? That's good. That's good, Bobby. Thank you. Thank you, Bobby Killer. He's not wrong. Those are just facts, man. Facts. Dude, I'm not getting any parts. Give me your bug parts. Give them to me. There they are. Giving them to me. Now I have to lose money. I need to go down in there, don't I? I think invaders are only like down farther into the cave. Damn invaders. No? This sure spawned with the non-drones. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure more mobs. Oh, there's an invader right there. Spawn down here anyway. Man, whenever I'm in this spot now, I think of Mr. Sully's song that he shared with me when I was over here. It was pretty... gosh, I wish I had that same song. Might have a clip of it. You don't have to go down. Well, when I say I have to go down, what I mean is, like, if I want to be efficient. If I want the most bang for my dollar. Oh, I don't have... No. Oh my goodness. Fuck all of you. Pinky Stinky's getting low. I don't know why, but I have really liked the idea of a fresh TBC recently. I didn't even like TBC that much. I think fresh is just a way of life, and it's caught me. I know other people have been feeling it, but I never thought I would feel that. I never thought I would be like, you know what, fresh. Yo, ooze-covered mithril? I need this. I need this. Yes, Bradley, I know about your Chinese TBC Fresh. I'm aware of that there's a Chinese TBC Fresh. I'm not gonna play a Chinese TBC Fresh. Why everyone wants TBC again? Because they all stopped playing to play Road to Rag. Is that why? Had the most difficult raids on each phase launch. People want to challenge. Yo, that could be. I like that thought process. That feeds into my idea that they should give us really difficult raids in Season of Discovery. Stop P1 TBC because of Season of Mastery. Yeah. Same. I went and played Road to Rag. And then I kept playing Season of Mastery. I didn't come back to TBC until like Black Temple and Hyjal were out. Which, yeah. No, we're not, Bobby. Thought we'd get new hard raids, but they were just different, not harder. Yeah. Oh, hi, everybody. Hello, everybody. It seems like like as good a time as any. Jeez. Dude, the funny thing is, only, when I put out that video about giving like very specific reworks you could do for Season of Discovery, MC, and Elixia, and the number of people that were like, nobody wants this, just look at how bad Season of Mastery did. And it's like, that's not why Season of Mastery did poorly. And everyone that I know that played Season of Mastery wanted the raids to be harder. Like, Blackwing Lair was really good in Season of Mastery. And I would argue that the hardest hard modes of AQ40 were really good and really fun. But there was no incentive to do them. Not any, like, decent incentive. The incentive was you might get additional loot if you do for each hard mode you do. I don't know. I think that I think there are a lot of people who play Classic WoW that do not want hard content. That's not why they play the game. Like, they would ideally just be able to do all the content as soon as it comes out. Because that's what they want out of a video game, I guess. I don't know. I had to go play retail to get the, like, difficult content that I think I've been looking for from Classic. Difficulty killed it for the casual raider, and then people controlled the server with flash prices. Everyone needed to even raid in Season of Mastery. Yeah, but there was, like, you could proc. They had, like, procking professions and stuff. Procking on crafts and stuff. The server that I played on was, like, everything was super cheap. And I played on the most popular EU server. I don't know. Depends on the difficulty. No challenge at all sucks. I could do 50 pulls on a boss, but not 150. 150. I put over 300 pulls into Mythic Tendril during the third. That was the third raid of this last retail expansion, and we did not even get it below 20%. And some people in the guild that I ended up joining had like 600 or 700 attempts on that boss. But you know what? I fucking loved that shit. It was so fun. Because there was like steady, consistent progress. And I was like, alright. I just gotta play perfectly every single pull. And then when everyone else plays perfectly, we'll do this boss. Sometimes I didn't play perfectly. Sometimes other people, or a lot of times, someone in the raid didn't play perfectly. I don't know. Sunwell Trash difficulty. Classic Dad Raiders. Oh yeah, Classic Dad Raiders. You're right. Classic Dad Raiders do not want that at all. They're not interested. Dude, I think Sunwell's the best raid that we've had in Classic. To date, I think Sunwell. I haven't done any of the Kata raids, but I would venture to say that it's better than them. I think Sunwell was probably the most fun raiding I've had in Classic WoW. And I never would have guessed that. I don't know. I had always heard that Sunwell was a good raid. Right? But I also heard that Ulduar was a really good raid. And we full cleared Ulduar hard modes with Yogg 0, and I was like, this is fine, but there was something about it that was just like, ugh. I think it just took too long. But Sunwell was pretty fast. But it was difficult, right? Like you could fuck up Sunwell real easy. It was good. I liked it a lot. I think one of the reasons that, what's up, Peanut? One of the reasons that Sunwell, I think, got a bad rap was because it was really annoying to speedrun. I think that's why a lot of top-end players probably don't like Sunwell, is because there was the whole pre-clearing meta. But if you removed that, then I think people would love it. TBC was better because there was unique raids. 10-man, 25. Path of Lich King had Nax, 10, 25, and then TOGC. 10, 25, yeah. Is this hardcore? No, Roro. This is Classic Era Softcore Fresh community event on Deviate Delight. Muru was annoying. Yeah, I would take those only. I like the spirit. That's good spirit. Muru was definitely hard. Holy shnikes, what's up, man, dude?
Sub.
Be careful, sulfite. Okay, thank you. Oh, I still need turtle shells and gazers. Okay. Muru was very difficult. Muru ended a fair number of our speedruns. Well, okay. TBC... I would say that Phase 1 TBC was rough. Phase 1 TBC was not ideal. I think that's why a lot of people stopped playing TBC. Is because of how rough Phase 1 is. And not necessarily from a lack of content. I think it's because the 25-man raids are both like one... it's like a... You know... It's a one-shot boss, and then it's a two-shot boss. And then... Kara is great. I love Kara. The problem with Kara is that it's a 10-man raid when guilds are designed to run 25-man raid rosters. So all the negativity around Kara is setting up the groups for it and everything. That's what's fucking awful about it. It's just a classic. I loved hearing the changes in Psalm. Early. Yeah. I mean, I liked the idea behind Psalm. Yeah. If there was a full-size 25-man raid in Phase 1 of TBC, then I don't think people would complain as much. It's that you somehow have to fit 25 raiders into 10-mans, and you like have to be efficient at it because that's your core gearing raid, right? You're not gearing people up by doing Magtheridon and Grohl's Lair. You are getting some gear, but not enough to like gear everybody up for the next phase. You have to be doing like efficient 10-man splits and things, and it's just, oh, that's awful. I hate it. We gotta go get gazers. Wait, did I not turn in the swarm bros? I think I did. We had that problem in Wrath of Lich King too. We were setting up 10-mans. Yeah. It's true. But the difference there is that, like, 10-mans were, like, they were, like, extra. They're a bonus. Like ZA comes out, and ZA has good loot in it, but it's, like, a bonus thing. It's like, hey, we can get some extra good pieces out of this 10-man. Whereas Karazhan is, like, Karazhan is the main raid of Phase 1. Like, that's where you're getting the bulk of your loot, and a lot of your best-in-slot loot for a lot of classes. So then it almost feels like Phase 1 is a 10-man. Like it's for 10-man guilds. And then you would theoretically like come together with, you know, a larger group and go and do these random one-off 25-mans, but it's a 10-man phase. But no one really, I feel like part of the problem is people don't approach it that way. Because you can't be like,
Need assistance?
well, let's just, you know,
You have a great day.
let's just treat it. Let's just turn our guild into like, you know, 2 or 3 10-man groups. It would have to be like 3 10-man groups, I guess. And then just, yeah, I don't know. That's the problem, I think. 10-man, yeah. There was enough content, yeah. Because what else do you have going on that phase? Besides, you don't, I don't know. Arenas are just... I don't know. We made it a 3-day reset. Karazhan? Man, I don't know. Yeah. That's fair, chill step. That is a good, it was a nice change of pace, that's for sure. Blizzard fucked up not giving us Oldham as a raid, yeah. Yeah, I definitely did more than enough Nax, which also made Wrath of the Lich King phase 1 not so good, right? When your main raid in the phase 1 of Wrath of the Lich King is a raid you probably did like how many dozens of times already? Yeah, that feels bad. It made sense when Wrath first came out that they did that because so few people actually experienced Nax. But in Classic, it was like everyone's done Nax. A lot of people have done Nax to boredom. Yeah. I don't know. I think that if I went back and if I got an opportunity to play TBC fresh, I would, and I think that my expectations would just be different, and that might be enough for me to enjoy it a lot more. Yeah, I ran Nax on 3 characters, Nax 10 and 25 on 3 characters every week. Yeah. And in vanilla, or in classic vanilla, I guess, I was running at least 2 Naxes a week. Almost the whole time. Yeah, that was rough. A lot of Nax. Too much Nax. Too much Nax. TBC just sounds good
What's on
though.
your mind?
Honored, I'm sure.
Hey, alrighty then.
Hi,
Off and
how are
away.
you?
Whereas, like, I don't know. I don't think I would ever... Maybe this would change, though, because I probably have said this about TBC, but, like, I'm not all that interested in playing Wrath again. But maybe it's because it's too soon. And I didn't even, like, play... I haven't even been playing Wrath.
I've been expecting.
Okay. You're 35. Very nice. Travel to Gadget, fly to Camp T. Set my hearth in Camp T. Yeah. We also, like, I think I'm going to make a video about this because we had an interesting discussion on stream. I think it was last week at some point. The one change they need to make is raid-wide totems. Lust. Ooh, yeah, that might help. I think the classic WoW culture has a lot to do with people not liking Wrath without hardly playing it. I think if there's one thing I've learned about the Classic WoW culture, it's that there's a group of Classic WoW players that will hate anything about Classic WoW at all times. Yo, what's up, reffin? Yo, do I try to fight the level 38 human warrior? Yo, I think we have to, right? I think she has Whirlwind X. This is probably not going to go well. Nope, didn't go well. Yeah, she has Whirlwind X. I let her get too close. Dude, she hit me hard. What she hit me for before that? Or she crit me with a melee attack for 400. Yikes. Okay. Oh, I opened on her. But I thought I could kite outside of intercept range, but I don't have Hawkeye, so that actually gets shitty. Oh well. That's what I get, man. Opening up on random people. Forming the Parswanning meta requiring blinders on mentality that presented a very single track and monolithic approach to classic gameplay by the time we got to Wrath. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's pretty true. Time to delete? Yeah, dude. Everybody, he died. Time to delete. But no, we had an interesting conversation on stream the other day about if you combined vanilla and TBC, like you kept the level cap at 60, but we didn't really get into like talents and abilities and stuff, which I feel like you would want to do some of that too, but you just like basically crunch down the zones in vanilla WoW starting at around like level 40. So level of 40 to 60 zones crunch down to 40 to 50. Then you have outlands from 50 to 60. But you don't have flying mounts. And then the raid content is just like MC through Nax, and then after that you go into like Karazhan and so forth. It's just like one super long expansion. Did all of the right things that I was supposed to do to succeed, and I hit every second of being level 80. I don't know. I really enjoyed the pre-best farm in Wrath. I like doing I think I might have been one of the only people who really liked doing the heroic world tours. Original cap was supposed to be 70 instead of 60. Yeah. I like doing the heroic world tour stuff. That was fun. Especially if you got into like a group with guildies. Most of Outland was supposed to be classic. Well, there you go. Maybe they should lean back on that idea. TBC heroics were way more difficult. So that kind of, I think that there's a pattern here only, and it's that you really enjoy difficult content. What about Orgilla? Ramps and lifts. The pre-nerf TBC heroics were awesome because they were hard. For sure. I love that was a really good time too. I honestly really enjoyed that. I think I would have enjoyed the dungeon, like pre-bis and then heroic farming in TBC way more if I hadn't been a hunter trying to farm Beast Lord the whole time. There's people against events on this server? Like what? Shattered Halls pre-nerf? Yeah. I mean, I guess there were some gimmies with the TBC heroics, but yeah, you have a few that are just like, you don't go in there with pugs. You just would never do it. There's just like no point in putting yourself through that. And I liked that level of difficulty. How we ran Dungeon Cleave. We did speedrun competitions of TBC pre-nerf heroics. It was a ton of fun. All-star streamer event. Oh. I don't know why. I mean, events and stuff like that are always fun. I thought, I mean, I assumed, yeah. I thought Cargos was gonna, I mean, that one announcement post literally says, is it in Horde announcements? Cargos is looking to start up regular events similar to those already playing out on hardcore and classic vanilla servers, speed leveling races, lobby dungeon clearing races. Yeah. Are we not getting those then? Because I feel like those are just a good time. I'd be bummed if we didn't get those. Those are too fun. Thank you, Bobby. Why wouldn't we get them? It sounds like maybe because there's people that are saying they, like, there's enough outspoken people saying they don't want them, even though they're probably the minority. Well, like, why not? I don't know. You know, fuck the haters. The drama. Yeah. I did tune into Aladar. Was that yesterday? Might have been yesterday. And he was talking about the drama. He said in Twitch chat are not always true. Oh, that could also be true. I don't know. I mean, you guys could all be lying about who you are.
Well met.
You telling me that guy's real name is not Tit Biscuit? Because that's what he named himself on Twitch, so that's got to be his real name, right?
Farewell.
You telling me that guy's name isn't really Tit Biscuit?
Hey.
That's true. I think that I met only Black Smoke in person. But I don't know. What level is the silencer? 37. That's the next weapon I'm using. From the Jeff himself. Can you have gold? No. No.
Greetings.
When Blizzard releases Classic again, you'll be a guild leader racing to world first, right? No. Even if I didn't have more real life responsibilities right now, I have no interest in ever running a guild ever again. That hopes are crushed. My hopes are crushed, dreams ruined. You know, nice Chad. In the chapeau. Am I gonna play Sod Phase 4? I don't have a character for it. And I know I could probably get one up and running in not too long, but I also don't have like a guild that raids at times that I can raid or anything like that, so probably not. I don't know. I think it depends on how stuff looks, right? Because if everything comes out and the difficulty levels where it needs to be and everything, then I think that I should then I might try it out. Boosted tokens from Blizzard, healthy for the game.
What you want?
No. Hope I'll be coding. I think so.
How you doing, man? Spirits be with ya, man.
Fly to Ratchet.
Blood and thunder.
I think it depends on when talking about like boosts and tokens. What's your definition of healthy for the game? Because like I think they help not just like keep players around, but get players to return to the game. They encourage bots. I would argue that the token discourages bots. But that's just me.
What's up?
What do I know? I think that's one of the reasons why the token exists. It's to basically say, hey, we know we have record of like,
Keep it quick,
or
kid.
we believe at
I ain't
least
got
that
all
there's so
day.
many people that are willing to buy gold from third-party sources that like, rather than continue this fight that we will never finish, let's just throw our hat in the ring. Tokens give an easy application. Yeah. I think that's sort of the point though. Right? You basically say, you know, however many people are willing to go out and spend money on gold from like illegal third-party organizations, just as many, if not more people would just pay Blizzard money for gold. So you not only take away potentially all of the people buying third-party gold, you also take away anyone who is on like the fringe, or who may only do it once, or who may even never do it at all. You basically say like, nope, don't ever do that. It is sort of fighting fire with fire. I agree with that. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not advocating for boosts or tokens, but I you gotta like take it. I think whenever this stuff gets brought up, you have to take the time and think about like, what if Blizzard was doing these things with the best intention? Like, what would those intentions be? You're feeding more real currency into the economy and making it worth more to farm in game. So get third-party gold because the token price in CAD is stupid. See, I've heard that too. I think that's a thing even in retail. You can actually get gold for cheaper in retail. But here's the thing is like, there's still going to be, like, every single person who buys a WoW token is one less person buying third-party gold. And I think that's still like, I think a win in Blizzard's eyes. ADHD Derek. The original intentions Kevin Jordan intended, the way to tax people in WoW is time. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, I think that there's this assumption from the general player base, right? That like, well, if they wanted to, Blizzard could just stop all botting and all RMT. They could just stop it. It'd be gone. I think the reality is that they have tried and done many things and continue to do many things to stop those. They realize it's not a thing. So while they may still aspire to Kevin Jordan's original intentions, that just isn't the way of the world. As long as there's any sort of market for like third-party RMT, then it'll exist. The intention was if anyone is going to make money from it, it should be Blizz. I think, I mean, I don't know. Again, that's having like, I think the most critical view on it as possible, which doesn't mean that it's wrong. But I think that if it curbs the amount of like illegal third-party gold trade, then I think that it does lend to their mission. Blizzard did ban GTKPs. Thanks, Bobby. They did. I asked someone recently. I think it was someone, maybe BAP or someone. No, it wasn't BAP. It was someone in voice chat that I maybe was doing stuff with here on Deviate Delight about how good the automated banning system is for RMT in Season of Discovery, and they were saying it's not very good. But I don't know. The thing is, like, people will find a way around these things. That's why Blizzard is constantly doing like bot ban waves. It's because they find out newer and better ways to ban like bulk numbers of bots all at once. But the thing is that when they do that, the people who make bots say, all right, back to the drawing board. What do we need to change to make sure our bots don't get banned? And it's just this never-ending cycle because there's too much money still from botters and third-party gold sites and stuff. They're still making way too much money for them to not continue their efforts at all costs. Which I think you could argue is a reason for like, okay, well, if that's always going to be the case, then Blizzard should just never get into the token business. Maybe. The thing that makes vanilla great is that you can grind out power. Yeah, I think I agree.
Friend.
I think vanilla WoW, maybe more so than any other version of the game, the more time you spend in it, the more power you can accumulate. That's definitely not the case in retail, I'll tell you that. As someone who's played a decent amount of retail in the last like 6 months. They've made it so that there are, in many versions of this game, or I guess like in retail rather, the amount of time that you spend does not, at a certain point, is just capped.
What's up?
The amount of power
Be
that
good.
you're able to accumulate is just capped. Because they, I think, have realized that it benefits the largest number of people in the player base to like time gate or gatekeep things like
Talk
player
to me.
power.
What's up?
Because no one wants to feel behind.
Glad I could help.
That's why you see stuff like when this next retail expansion comes out, it's like the first week you can't even do
Talk to me.
heroic
Right back.
dungeons.
Time is money, friend. Yo, talk to me. Keep it real.
For like the first week, you can't
Well
do
met,
heroic dungeons. You
There's
can't do
something
any of the
good to be
raids,
had
like
if
all
you
these different
consider it
things.
Loktar, may your blades never dull.
I think it's because yeah, they just like went fully away from this idea. Is it? Are they down below? I think so. Fully away from this idea of like give power to people who play the game more, because it kind of leads to some degeneracy, I think. I don't think this person's down here. Where is this person? Licks. Must be up top. Yeah, that's, I mean, that is part of it, for sure.
Yeah, what do you want?
Nothing.
Glad I could help.
You should just let people play however they want. People pay for the game, don't time gate it. I mean, yeah, as a fan of vanilla, and like a lot of the stuff that I like in vanilla is that aspect of it, right? That you can put time into it and gain power. I do love all that.
Hail.
I don't know. It's tough. Yeah. I don't know. I think there is like a weird psychology behind it too, though, right? Like I wouldn't be surprised if it actually, you as the player, even as the player that's like, yo, this new expansion is gonna come out. They haven't time gated any content. I'm just gonna play, 30 hours the first session, and then sleep 5 hours, and then come back and play 24, and then sleep 5, and then like I'm gonna do all the content as fast as possible, get whatever edge I can. I bet there's some psychology out there that's like you enjoy that less than when stuff is time gated. You are less like that experience is just not just like physically worse for you, but it's like it's just less enjoyable because you're just feeding all of this stuff, you're gorging yourself on it, and that doesn't actually like lead to as much enjoyment as when things are time gated. That's just a guess though. On the adrenaline, baby. Yeah. But that feeds into there's two types of fun, right? There's the type of fun in the moment, which like if you time gate stuff, then people would probably enjoy playing in the moment a lot more, versus like the thinking about things after the fact enjoyment of something, where it's like, oh man, remember when Classic launched and I played 36 hours straight and then slept 5 and then did like a 24 and then slept 4 and then did like 4s and 20s for the rest of the week, and I was one of the first people on the server to hit level 60 and I all this stuff. Like that's in the moment not fun necessarily, but after the fact you think back on it and you're like, man, that was a blast, that was awesome.
Looking for something special?
Oh, what's up? Oh, did I miss a comment on YouTube? Oh, sorry, dude. Sorry, it's a separate chat window. Let me read what you said over there. You can't stop botting all at once. You can only use tactics. Most botters buy software from running controlling multi-clients. Yeah. They log all bots, etc. for an amount of time, and ban them all at once. Botter will go to the software for a refund. Oh yeah.
To Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Classic, you got a raid, and that's basically it.
Yeah,
you still,
we're back. Spin on me.
you got a raid, and that's basically it. You still matter. You don't do dailies or reputation farms or whatnot.
Super clean. Super good.
Yeah, Classic is very unique in that point too, right?
What brings you here? Greetings, traveler.
That like the old content is still relevant. We're doing that for now. We gotta keep these though.
Holy shnikes.
Yo, thank you for the follow. Sidurgut. Sidurgut. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I need to train my spells and abilities. Merging chats. I did that. I did that, Peanut. That's what I've been trying every night. It doesn't work. It doesn't recognize my YouTube is on.
What brings you here?
Serpent staying rank 5. Not doing explosive trap yet. Maybe eventually.
Walk with the earth, mother.
If I go survival, maybe. Rank 14 also? Yeah. I don't know. It's... I mean, again, am just sort of playing devil's advocate, because I do like the idea that you should be able to just gain... You should be able to know life shit and gain an edge. I'm with you guys on that. I'm just trying to understand. I mean, at the end of the day, it probably is more of like a strategic player retention thing than it is a, you know, them thinking about, well, what's the best psychological experience for players, you know?
How may I aid you?
Yeah. The whole... I mean, the honor system in vanilla is, let's be clear here, terrible. Yeah. And it's because it's not based in any real skill in PvP whatsoever. It's a time grind. It's a time and consistency grind. And it helps to be a good PvPer and to be running with pre-made groups. Absolutely. That does give you a benefit. But there's plenty of people who get rank 14 who are just garbage at PvP, and it's because they put in the time and the time. Yeah. I think that's a very clear example of where vanilla did not do a good job with the system. Vanilla wasn't the classic grind. Let's get that. Oh, that's true. I mean, very different, right? Yeah. Original vanilla versus classic vanilla were different. But it's also like, I would argue that it probably, if you knew what you were doing in original vanilla WoW, you could probably get rank 14 and have it be way less of a grind. Like, have it be easier and less all-consuming, because people didn't know, right? People didn't necessarily understand. People weren't colluding and creating brackets and doing all this stuff. A lot of people, at least for the first few months of there being an honor system, were just like, oh, I just do this thing and like the bar go up, you know, the rank go up. So when Classic came out, people knew what they were getting into and knew what it would take, and they pushed the boundaries of that. And that gets kind of scary. I remember tuning into like Salve Dali's streams, and he was only going for rank 12, and he was just a husk of a human. Yeah. Like, you could tell it was actually causing him like physical and mental damage. And some people, I think, just had a better time with it than others.
What brings you here?
Okay, well, I think this might be where because I don't want to go down and start Desolus right now. And it's already past 11 o'clock. Jeez. Okay. we're winding down. We're winding down. I also didn't get any more bullets. Damn it. Yeah, but I appreciate all you guys coming and hanging out and chatting. I think these are good conversations. I like chatting about this stuff. So.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
Why?
Why?
Yeah. Thanks everyone for being here. Sorry it was a bit of a shorter stream. Doing the rank 14 grind or watching people on Twitch do the rank. Yeah, those are both bad things. At least you can turn off Twitch and go to sleep. But yeah, I'm trying to do these nightly streams, even if they're shorter, because it's just the only consistent time I have during the day that I kind of have to myself. So I'll keep trying to do them, and I'm happy to have anyone here who wants to be here, hanging out, chatting. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Have a great rest of your night. And I might actually have a day stream tomorrow. We'll see. Day streams are elusive, but fantastic. So appreciate you again. You're all beautiful, wonderful people. Have a good night. And as always, happy hunting.